So there was just a monumental explosion of identities in the cloud. First it was human users, then it was service accounts. These days we call them non-human identities, and very soon we believe AI agents will make this problem even worse.
Universal cloud access is a major problem for our customers. Cloud has changed things. It's much more complex, much more nuanced. The number of different identities, humans, non-humans, the proliferation of machine identities has just changed the environment, and it requires a new way of thinking for these organizations.
Sometimes the CISO might complain they don't know who has access to what in the cloud. Sometimes they might complain that engineers have way too much access to the cloud, right? The engineers might start complaining, hey, it's too painful for us to get access, right? They might start saying that, hey, security and operational efficiency are always at odds with one another, right? It takes way too long to get access.
These are sophisticated organizations. They have big identity teams. They own all the legacy tools. Yet this is a real problem when it comes to understanding the risks and even just basic hygiene of understanding the identities that exist in their cloud environments. The risk for customers is that they end up buying a bunch of individual point tools to solve this bigger problem. And then they end up with a bunch of siloed tools and gaps, multiple operational drag on their organization to manage all that.
Our mission in life is to ensure that security is abstracted away from developers. They shouldn't have to think about it.
What's exciting about P0's approach is that we're really envisioning a platform-based approach to all of those in the cloud.
Our product is ultimately based off 4 key workflows, all of which are backed by an identity, what we call as a complete identity graph. Every identity, that's the first thing. What's the lineage of that identity through the various groups of an identity provider that it may belong to? That's the second thing. So the third workflow is the orchestration workflow. And orchestration workflow could mean if you are a user, how do we automate the provisioning and deprovisioning of your access, right? The ultimate goal of the orchestration workflow is to make every kind of cloud access least privileged, short-lived, and just-in-time by design. The last workflow is the governance workflow. And the governance workflow, the goal here is to automate activities like user access reviews or automate the remediation of the risks that we have identified in the posture workflow based on the governance policies that are specific to your organization, right? It should just work seamlessly in the background without coming in the way of their day-to-day workflow.
What we're seeing with customers is that they're actually able to accelerate software development times by designing a very intuitive, just-in-time access platform for their developers to use in a way that's really developer-friendly. And so engineers can use the tools that they're familiar with, request access on the fly, get rapid approval. We're talking about minutes versus hours, sometimes days in today's current environment.
Our view is that what customers should be looking at is a holistic identity and access solution for solving privileged access that can solve all kinds of problems. This market is ripe for disruption. The identity space, the growth in the number of identities, the complexity of the identity space. Our vision is very grand. We want to build a complete identity solution that can secure any kind of access for any kinds of identities that can touch the cloud.